Well, these are the 4 feedbacks from the readers, but because of the time, I have no time to read every articles, so I have to go through the next section. This is our guide reader today. This is our Yuru, and she is very beautiful, and she is our reader today. The reading for today is from Daily Journal of Dharma Master Zhen Yin, Autumn Edition. Dear Master and Global Tzu family, I'm Yuru, and today the topic is the autumn audition of September 16th to September 22nd, 2022, and the topic is the Dharma essence in Buddha's hometown. One of the most memorable stories related to transforming Nepal is that the young boy named Sandik, permanently featured in last year's documentary film, due to Master's compassionate thought, and she hoped that Tzu volunteer nearby would find a way to help him. In recent years, Master has consistently emphasized her biggest wish to give back the Buddha's birthplace and transform the lives of people in Nepal. At that time, Master appointed Brother Wu Tianfu, who was a profession in foreign language. And let's take a look at this video. In late July of 1993, a century-level flood struck in Nepal. The turbulent river water surged with an unstoppable force, engulfing homes and caused over 1,000 casualties, leaving more than 400,000 people displaced. Tzu volunteers traveled a great distance to the affected area, overcoming the differences in national condition and cultural practice, and the temperature reaching 45 degrees Celsius. Volunteers overcome the lack of heavy machinery and equipment. They even use cooking wok to fill the cement, sand, rock, initiating the process of rebuilding. Volunteers construct 1,800 great love houses across 3 counties. Tzu volunteers complete the impossible task within 2 years. Some residents gathered near the construction site, and they are eagerly anticipating their move into their new home. Over 22 years later, brother Huang Qiuliang and sister Lu Meizhu returned to the wanted land of Nepal. Tzu dispatched 9 relief and medical teams, provided supplies and medical aids, and built temporary classrooms. Master lamented that over 2,500 years ago, Buddha practiced due to his compassion for human suffering. And over 2,500 years later, upon returning to Buddha's hometown, human suffering still prevailed. It is due to the deeply hierarchy system. So people is better living condition tend to focus solely in their own well-being, while those people's circumstances consider poverty and hardship as generational norms, lacking the knowledge of livelihood. Master urged that since we have the opportunity to witness Buddha's homeland in this era, we should not only recognize it, but also resolve to improve it. Master is deeply grateful to the group of dedicated Tzu Chi volunteers from Singapore and Malaysia. We are there to share with the local people. Together and converge together, we can assist those in difficulty and sufferings. We don't only help the people impoverished, but also ordinary people there. We must inspire them with a shared inspiration. And the most importantly, the right understanding and right view as taught by Buddha. Walking the Bodhisattva path in the human world, we aim to bring the Tzu Chi Dharma and spirit into the place. That is why they all engage in the sharing of Dharma. We are deeply grateful to the group of volunteers from Malaysia and Singapore. They are considerate and attentive. They're always taking Master's word to heart. They embrace them and actively put them into practice. They are currently helping Master walk on the soil of Nepal, assisting me in giving back to the homeland of Buddha. I'm truly grateful. I can't be there physically, but they have walked on my behalf. They have reached the place where Buddha was born and where he practiced his austerities. Looking forward to the Tzu Chi people, our mission begins from here. Thus, I anticipate that everyone will dedicate themselves in this fortunate time in the Tzu Chi world. Let us embrace great attitude and be thankful that everyone's contribution to Tzu Chi.
那在关怀的期间呢，因为新加坡及马来西亚的团队呢，需要长期驻守在尼泊尔。那我们的国际佛教协会创办人
As the team from Singapore and Malaysia need to remain in Nepal for a long period, principle of International Buddhist Association, Master Metali and his sister generously offered a building to Tzu Chi for its use. So thus, the Tzu Chi in Lumbini was formally established on August 18 last year. Master expects us to recruit local volunteers to the Dharma lineage in Nepal. This reminds me of one's Master discourse from the chapter on emerging from the ground. The book says that the Bodhisattva from other realms request Dharma to come to the human world to propagate the Lotus Sutra. But Buddha declined. Buddha stated that there were countless disciples in the human world responsible for this task. To entrust the propagation of the Dharma to Bodhisattvas from other realms would lead to Dharma lose its roots in the human world. So Master hoped that the Tzu Chi volunteer can inspire the local resident with the spirit of compassion. And may the Dharma flourish in Nepal once again, and made the local
指
Tzu
导
volunteer attain the
发展佛
Bodhisattva
国
path.
贫困苦难，
Thus
有
recite the
心发
verse from
愿就
Master.
有力量。
Never
是师
forget
父
our
向大
initial
家说
goals.
的，拖着
Propagate
力
the
还要
Dharma
拉
for
着
the
气，
benefit
也
of
要
sentient
跟你们
beings.
叮咛着。期
Thus
许完成师
overturn
父
the
的心
poverty
愿，
and
就
suffering
要
in
不
Buddha's
断不断的
homeland
接续，
with the
莫
power
忘
of
初心， 弘
determination.
法立身，
Master
传菩萨
reminds
法，
us we
行
should carry
持
on,
记录。我
never
是于如，
stop,
带
never
你陪我读
forget
书。
our initial
好，真的
goals.
很棒哈！
Propagate
哇，
the Dharma,
你看这样的
spread
一
the
生，他
teaching
非常的
of
准
the
时哈。对我们导
Bodhisattvas.
读人真的是有念过的
Thank
哦，
you
他
for
们在
listening.
精准时间
I'm
内，
Yuru.
然后从一星期的纳履足迹的内容去找出一个主题，去延伸加上引用，
I
然
like
后
the
都是
I
提
like
前完成这样的简
the
报档，
Yuru.
还
She
要写出他
she
刚
can
才
manage
所
the
分
time
享的
very
逐
well.
字
It
稿，
just
因为全部要翻成
on
多
time.
国的语言哦。所以呢，我们的导读人真的不是盖的，但是大家
And
都
she
愿意
wrote
做
the
万难使命必
the
达，所以给
words
导读人给于如热烈的掌
for
声哈。
the interpreter team to
我在这里
translate
并没有办法及时
her
的念
reader
出大家对
around
他的
the
一个赞
world,
叹。
so
如果在出场，你们
everyone
是
can
可以
share
写下来，
this
在我们的脸书或
Dharma.
YouTube 去做留言。那为什么我没办法？因为呢，他就是在传给我的小编，于是乎他
Like
在这边就没空了，
that
一整一整去
everybody
传给我，
you
所以
can
我看
share
到是他
your
上线之
opinion
前
and
的这
your
里。
message
这边
on
呢，日
the
本的志愿
on
服
the
说感恩印
YouTube
尼慈济
or
全英文学
any
校的佩文
um,
师姐，感人分
online